Whatever you do, there is really no way that you can outsmart inflation. You cannot outsave the things that are out of your control. You cannot predict when an economic recession is happening, when another pandemic happens, when another war happens. So if you're only trying to build your wealth with saving, we better find you another way. Hey, I'm Maria, and I help you keep your focus on your boundaries so that you can easily build wealth while maintaining authenticity. What is wealth? Wealth is not a flat wheel. It's not linear. It's not only just about money. Think about this. When I have so much money here, but if I'm not happy, if I'm sick, then guess what? My money will just fly away, because money just keeps going out of me because I don't enjoy it. Think of how often you throw away things that you don't like. That's why Marie Kondo just became so popular. Humans are not naturally hoarders, and we're just waiting for someone to tell us to throw away stuff that we do not want. That's why if you keep building your wealth only through saving while denying yourself with the things that give you joy, all this money is going to be gone because they are no longer relevant for you. Define what wealth is for you. Wealth is not a flat wheel. Think of the different factors of your wealth. Perhaps one slice of your wealth wheel is your income. The next slice is your savings. The next slice is your enjoyment. The next slice is your health. The next slice is fun. Another slice is travel. Another slice is unpredictable. All those pieces of your wheel matters to you. So when you are trying to build your wealth, you need to address all of that. Once you've written out all your wealth slices or wealth factors, then it's time to build wealth unconventionally. Let's start with the first one. Get a budget. Before you roll your eyes and think, what's new about budget? I want you to see budgets as projections instead of budget as limitation. This means you don't see budget as this is the amount that I can only use for a certain part of my life, but rather be intentional with everything. Part of your projection should also include the unpredictable. Let's say put your bills, things that you already know, and perhaps give yourself a 20% or 10% buffer that you can put in anything. Imagine that your life is your business. And in business, we do have budget for everything. There's marketing budget, operational budget, hiring budget, fun budget, leisure budget. There's even charity budget. Map out your budget. Don't look at it as a limitation, but instead a projection. Second, stop trying to buy replacements. This is the one thing people saving do. They buy a lot of replacements. They think, I'm not going to get coffee from my favorite coffee house. I'll just make my own coffee instead. So you make your coffee and you try to drink that coffee, but then you're miserable the whole day because you didn't get that shot of coffee that would bring you joy. So instead, you drink that coffee that hurts your palate, and then unconsciously you'll be spending so much more because you didn't get what you want. If you cannot afford the thing that you want to buy, learn patience instead of trying to replace everything, especially if it's not something urgent. How often do you scroll through social media, see the perfect top, and because you just have to have it, you go buy. And then upon checkout, you're feeling so guilty because it's beyond your budget. So you remove that from your cart and you add something that is much lower. And soon you've bought 10 of the same things. So don't get your replacements. Rather, focus on what you want and be patient. Be firm. Double down on what you want. These replacements will not bring you joy, but will only remind you of how limited your life is right now. And we do not want limitations when we are building our wealth. So focus on, I want the right one for me. And I am willing to wait because I'm a person that wants to be pleased the way I want to. Third, when you have extra time, instead of binge watching in that latest Netflix show, put some time on things that you're passionate about. Let's say you love wines. So go study about wine, go enjoy wine, and start seeing how you can monetize your passion. Perhaps start a class, perhaps sell. Perhaps give advice to people, do affiliate marketing. Stop putting so much time down scrolling through your phone and wasting away all the opportunities. Whatever happens, give yourself a chance to invest in your passion, to invest in your interest, and most importantly, to monetize that passion of yours, because you deserve to be happy and make money too. Fourth, the most important thing is to reduce stress. Remember, the moment you are so firm with your boundaries, you will fully be authentic to your life. How often do you say yes to going out with a friend because of peer pressure? You're not really interested in hanging out in a bar until 1 a.m., but you don't want to be called a killjoy. So you go and you spend $20, $30, $40, $50, maybe even $100 drinking cocktails that give you hangover. So say no to stress, say yes to wealth. And wealth isn't about limitation. It is about you honoring who you are, not giving into the peer pressure that we all feel every single day. Avoid everything that gives you stress. If you're working with a client that gives you a lot of stress, make sure that you have boundaries in place. For example, avoid checking your emails outside your office hours. Or if hanging out with your family gives you so much headache, then don't see them that often. And if they cannot understand why, just tell them you're busy for work, because being busy for work, unfortunately, is the one excuse that people can accept. People can't accept hearing, oh, I just don't want to hang out with you. So just tell them I'm busy for work. What's important here is that you put your mental health first. You put your space, a clean space for your energy first. Because if you are so stressed, it's highly likely that you are spending money without thinking, because you want to feel some kind of gratification because your life is just full of stress. So do a self-check right now. Do an inventory right now. Look through what you're doing that's giving you that much stress, and think of a way to either limit that activity or completely remove it from your day to day. Remember, you can never outsmart and outsave everything that is outside your control. But what is within your control? One is getting clear on what the wealth factors are for you. Two, creating your budget or projections. Three, focusing on what you want instead of buying all the replacements that don't really bring you lasting joy. Four, spend your time on things that you love and look for ways to monetize your passions. And five, manage your stress. You cannot grow a business being invisible. There is no way that you build a business successfully and sustainably without the ability to take your space in this world. If people don't hear what you say, if you get ignored, if you get passed over, your business will not be even able to get off the ground because you're not ready to command your space in this world.
Sneak preview for next video. Make sure you hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on money, business, energy, mindset, and authenticity.